Well, I was raised around town here, and my dad was a Free Will Baptist preacher. Uh, I was next to the last of a large family, so uh, had some older brothers and just that kind of background. We were poor, and but my dad had a wonderful relationship with the Lord, and my mom also. So they took us to church and constantly. Every chance that they had, we were there. It seemed like so. Growing into my teenage years, I sort of drifted away from that. Hadn't never really had a true relationship with God. I knew all the answers, I knew all the things to say and what it was all about, but I had never really accepted Christ as my Savior. Through my teenage years and as I was growing up, I developed lots of issues with anger and just didn't feel like the world was fair. Different things occurred in my life, mostly due to the fact that I had built up a lot of pride in my life and really thought it was all about me. Later on, I had a friend who was a really good friend who not many people liked, but I loved the guy. And he was in a terrible accident and passed away. And for the first time in my life, I felt like there wasn't nothing I could do to control anything. And I really had nowhere to turn. I had tried everything that I had ever known to fulfill things within me, that hole or void or whatever you may want to call it. But nothing I had ever done had ever truly satisfied or sustained me inside. The week my friend died, I turned to something new. I turned to God, and I knew that I needed something that I had never had before. Sitting in an old green recliner the night before my friend's funeral, I finally realized that it wasn't about me and that it was about Christ and what He had done for me, and that He had done it from the beginning of time. I asked the Lord to come into my heart. I accepted Him in His way. And God started to change me from the inside out. It's not about me anymore. It's about what He's done in me. I've always felt like I was a living testimony to people who doubted the power of what God was capable of doing. Because to see where I've come from to where I am, there is no other explanation but Jesus Christ. I could do none of these things upon myself or in my own. But allowing Him to live inside of me, He is capable of doing all things. He is capable of doing all things. So if there's anybody that thinks that they've gone too far or, boy, you just don't know where I've been, trust this, that Christ has already been there. He's already been there, and He's already paved the way for you and me and all of us. He died for all of humanity. And I'm just very thankful today that I have the opportunity to share that. Thank you.